Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We're out here in nature, in a world full of selfies. The need to succeed is hard not to be anxious. We have pressure from family, and the anxiety arises when we are in that conflict between external demands and our own personal needs. It may be school stress, relationships, family issues. I don't like my body. What's helped me along my journey are 7 tools which I use every day to empower myself. The first one is lifestyle. And we have to be aware and take responsibility for where we find ourselves. I always say, not caring what other people think is the greatest form of self-love. Many of us, our habit, we are doing what other people want us to do. That is our daily routine. Many of us, we have been told that it is survival of the fittest. You have to work hard to make it. What I realized along my journey, the greatest epiphany, was that you can do less and get more. And now I am living in abundance because I value my true essence. Many of us, we are living for other people. This is what I talk of as the conveyor belt society. We have this daily routine, but YOLO, you only live once. How much of that is true? We have to see that, yes, we are immortal, but this right here is a unique moment in time. And once we can start following our dream more, following our heart, we move more into a lifestyle that benefits us, that is working in our favor, as opposed to one that is going against our own nature. Because I did a whole video on how to break bad habits, and the secret is we have to form new habits. Neuroplasticity. We have to see that we can create new neural pathways within 30 days. We can create a new circuitry within the brain. So we have to see whatever we are doing more and more of, we end up becoming. So to change our lifestyle, we can free ourselves from anxiety. A lot of us, we have this pressure to be known. We are living in the digital age, which is all about attention. And I made a decision a long time ago along my journey to keep it 100%. And it's paid off, because once you can live the authentic lifestyle, it's gonna show. Keep it simple. And for me, simplicity is the key to letting go of anxiety, making our lifestyles more simple. Many of us, we are in jobs which don't serve us. We are in environments which don't complement our own energy. And that goes on to number 2, which is the work. Where are we spending the majority of our time? Where are we giving our energy to? Because many of us, we are feeling anxious when we have to wake up and work for somebody else. So you have to ask yourself, how is this serving me? Am I doing what I love? Or can I take the leap of faith and start my own business? That's what I did. And it paid off. But at first, there's going to be more work, because you have to handle your business. A great way to let go of anxiety, it's helped me, is to look at what we are putting into our mouth. Nature is so smart, it put the medicine in the foods. Once we are consuming artificial, toxic junk, we end up disrupting the original functioning of our nervous system. So we end up becoming more anxious. We have to look at, once we are stressed, what happens? We start eating foods that mirror our own emotions. So, in essence, it is a vicious cycle. And what I found is that once you can embrace more plant-based foods, more organic foods, you start feeling more alive. You start feeling free. You start living more in your natural element. Because now you are more in equilibrium. Many of us, we will spend thousands of pounds on a car, but so little on the right food for our body. And what we have to see is that we talk of status anxiety. What car do you drive? What clothes are you wearing? All of this is part of the illusion. And once you free yourself from that, you let go of anxiety. We also have to see, going on to the next point, is how we are breathing. Bringing more calm into our body. Are we shallow breathing from our chest, or are we breathing deep from the base of our spines? How pure is the air we are breathing in? Are we in a stuffy environment the whole time? Or can we go out and get some fresh air? And it does wonders, because the air contains the energy of life. So once we start going to breathing spaces, we start reducing our anxiety immediately. And if we look at number 5, it's all about acceptance, self-love. That is the biggest reason why many of us feel anxious. Because sooner or later, you are going to realize that it's never enough. No matter how hard you try, you can't please everyone, because the perception you have of yourself is greater than the perception other people have of you. So once you can accept yourself, you let go of perfection, your life becomes easier. You see that you don't have to live for other people. You don't have to live by their expectations. We can communicate with other people, but we don't have to live by their own dogma. We have to be free. We have to be happy on the planet. And number 6, a great tool is to be brave. To overcome your fear, which is false evidence appearing real, you have to always be in that constant state of practice, which is doing what you are most afraid of. Whatever your fear is, once you can build the momentum up every single day to face that fear, you do it in stages until eventually the fears disappear, and that frees you from anxiety. And lastly, the attitude we have. The attitude we have governs the blood chemistry of our body. So just to see that life is a choice, it all is about how we are looking at the situation. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% of how we react. So we have to see that how we are reacting to the world around us is so important. The attitude. We also have to see that it starts now. Once we can move into the present moment, most of our anxiety is caused because we are thinking of the past or the future. We are never in the present moment. The only way to move in the present moment is to start doing what you love. Some people say, okay, but how can I generate wealth? Once you move into your passion, you find your true purpose and money becomes a byproduct. Because money is currency. So we have to see how everything is interrelated. The universe always provides. Life shouldn't be so hard. Once we can move out of the survival program, we start to free ourselves. The biggest reason why many of us feel anxious is because we are attempting to control the external world. Once we see that control is an illusion, we are only responsible for our own internal emotions, not how other people perceive us. Once we begin living from the inside out, we start freeing ourselves from anxiety. Once we start letting go of this resistance, because resistance makes stronger. However, the anxiety that arises is a sign, because our emotions, the emotion is the energy in motion, and the emotions are our inner guidance system. So we have to take heed, we have to listen to our inner oracle. What message is it trying to convey? All of this will free us from anxiety. We have to start realizing that this is what I tell myself. Once we can see that we came here to be free, and we have to do it now, we have to go for it, because there is only now, then you start to build up that momentum. You start to let go of every barrier you have created through the mind, because that's where the anxiety all starts, through our belief systems. To realize it's all BS, belief systems. So we have to start rewriting the code we place into our minds. I am making these videos to help people out, and I love doing it. I can't stop, because I am also helping myself out in the process. I've made a lot of videos, but I'm still learning. And it's not about the popularity, because if it was, I would be taking more selfies and doing prank videos. But I genuinely love this. So once you move into what you love, everything becomes easier. In essence, you let go of anxiety. We are here in nature. Start smiling, baby. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.